to just practice using the product rule here. And basically we're using this rule here. We're taking the derivative of this whole function. This is your f and g, and in this case they have this tag-along cosine. And then our second problem we're going to do is here. This is our second one. And they have two little tag-alongs here. And the first thing I'm going to do is, before I get started, is just kind of rewrite this. This one would be x to the negative 2/3. If I bring this x up over 6, this would be 2x to the negative 5. So I just rewrote that. And for this one here, this would be 1/6x, and then this would be minus 2x to the negative 1/2. And this piece right here would be, I would write x squared minus x to negative 1/3, and then we'd have all the rest of the stuff out. So I went ahead and did that on the next slides, and we're going to use our product rule now. So we're going to get started, and the first thing we do is take the derivative of the first piece times the derivative times the second piece. So the first piece is going to be, when you multiply, we're going to get, so we take the derivative, so it's negative 2x, and this is negative 2/3, so that's 3 times 6. And this would be x to the negative 5/3, because you're subtracting 3/3. Now this is going to be plus 10x to the negative 6. So that's the first piece, and you just multiply it by the second piece. Alright, now you copy down the first piece, which is x to the negative 2/3 over 6 minus 2x to the negative 5th, and you take the derivative of the second piece, which is 2x minus 1/2 x to the negative 1/2. So that was my derivative of the product. And then we have this tag-along guy, and the derivative of cosine is negative sine. And you just attach him at the end. Okay, and the second one's a little harder. It's not harder, it's just longer. So we're going to take our derivative. Here's our little two tag-along guys. We're going to do them last. So the derivative of this one, that's just going to be 1/6, and that's going to be plus 1/2 of 2 is just 1, so that's going to be plus x to the negative 3/2. Then you just copy down this whole piece here, which is going to be x squared minus x to the negative 1/3 minus sine of x plus cosine of x plus e to the x. Then you do plus, and you're going to copy down the first function, which 1/6x minus 2x to negative 1/2. And now we're going to take the derivative of the second piece. That's going to be 2x plus 1/3 x. And if you subtract 3/3, that's going to be minus 4/3. Minus derivative of sine is cosine. Derivative of cosine is negative sine. And the derivative of e to the x is just e to the x. Okay, for the two tag-along guys, then we're going to add the derivative of e to the x is just e to the x, and the derivative of cosine is negative sine. And that's all. The next set we're going to do is just practice with the quotient rule. Alright, thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.